Hello Virgo, I hope you're all doing great and thanks for tuning in. This is your April angel and spirit guide messages with a focus on what the new moon in Aries might be bringing in for you on the 11th. And you have a new moon in your intense 8th house ruled by Scorpio and transformative Pluto, so be interesting to see what comes up for you. And don't forget to check out your monthly readings. I've done a general monthly reading for all the signs. And I do 3 full readings a month for all the signs. I do a general angel reading and also a full moon reading for all the signs towards the end of the month. So make sure you tune in for all of those. And I'm going to start your reading with a Crystal Angels card. And you have turquoise, spiritual path. Your true beliefs are becoming clearer to you, which prompts you to make necessary life changes. So maybe some changes coming up for you, Virgo, much needed change. And I've got the Angel Answers cards here. And if you want to think of a question you'd like to ask, then you can. Something specific. Otherwise, you can just go with the flow and see what comes out. And you have a year from now. And be assertive. So maybe something that you're starting now, some change that you might be bringing in here, is going to come to fruition a year from now. And I'm going to use the Psychic Tarot for the Heart to get an overall look at what's happening for you here. Month of April for Virgo. And you have 13, Release, which is the Death card in traditional tarot, which is interesting because you have this new moon in your 8th house, which is ruled by Scorpio and Pluto, planet of change and transformation. So it could be a time of transformation and release and rebirth for you here, the old giving way to the new. Letting something go so that you can move forward in your life. And detach, number 11. Which is the Justice card in traditional tarot. I'm going to have a look in his guidebook and see what it says for that one. And the key words are reflect, accept, decide, clarity, responsibility, and fairness. Sometimes our ego prevents us from seeing events clearly. It's time to detach emotionally from a relationship or situation so that you can step back and reevaluate. Reflect upon how the relationship is working. Is it satisfying? What role do you play in its harmony or disharmony? An honest appraisal is required in order to gain clarity and help you better understand what might need to be done to improve it. This is true even if the relationship is already a good one. It's important to accept that your previous actions, decisions and beliefs have led you to your current situation, whether it's pleasant or difficult. We do steer the course of our lives, although often without conscious intent. By assessing your situation and accepting responsibility for it, you are able to free yourself from the need to blame another person or on destiny. There's no guilt associated with this card, only clarity and empowerment. Once you've detached yourself from and examined the relationship or situation, you're in a better position to decide what your next step might be. Remember that the detached card knows no ego. Decisions arrived at as a result of drawing this card must be fair and balanced for everyone involved. So, getting to the truth of a person or situation here, Virgos. And again we see the white dove being released. Maybe needing to let go of something. You had the release card as well. And you had this card too. Be assertive, It said in that detached card that we can take a passive role in our destiny, and it's saying to take more control over how you want your future to go. And a year from now you'll see really positive results. So for something different this month, I'm going to use the Work Your Light Oracle to get a bit of a deeper message into what's going on. I'm going to use the Angel Tarot as well. So your first card is yes. Just say yes. So I feel if you're able to do this detaching and release, that you'll have some wonderful new energy coming in for you here. And you have align your light. What is not aligned or needs to change? And this seems to be a recurring theme in your reading here, Virgo. And you have mirror. Who or what is triggering you? And you have play, have fun, celebrate. Don't be so serious. And you have the initiation, rite of passage, and crossing a threshold. So I feel you're going to be looking closely at your life and what might need to change. And this is going to bring in this rite of passage. Crossing the threshold. I feel that you're going to, with this new moon in Aries, you're going to gain important clarity into a personal situation. And you're going to think, why didn't I see it like this before? For how it really is. And we all do this. We delude ourselves that something is right for us when it's not, because we so much want it to be right for us, or we want this path to go how we imagined it to go. They're asking you to take an honest assessment on something in your life here. Is it really worth your commitment and effort? And all these intense sort of issues can come up when you have a new moon in your 8th house. Is something really worth the commitment that you're making to it? See what else comes out. And you have Lemuria. Creating heaven on earth is happening. So you can have the life that you want here, Virgo. It is possible to have heaven on earth. You just might need to make a few adjustments. I'm going to have a look in her book and see what it says about this initiation card. So in her little guidebook it talks about crossing the threshold between this world and the next on a deeper level, and we're called to face what scares us and to be willing to lose it all in order to gain a new way of being, of safety, of security, of depth, of meaning. Initiations like rites of passage mark the shift of one age to the next and can take place because of emotional turmoil, loss, grief, or devastation, but it is through the seeming hardship that our heart cracks open and our spirit is invested to step forward. If you are in the middle of an initiation right now, you will get through it, and one day soon you will bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you open. You are going somewhere sacred. It will be worth it, and you're closer than you think. And she also talks about the pilgrim's journey to somewhere sacred. And this sacred place is where only the initiated can enter. You are being tested and seen if you're worthy of entering this sacred space. So, very powerful message, very powerful energy here. So we'll see what your tarot has to say. And also, Virgos, you'll probably feel this heavy energy lift when Taurus season starts on the 19th, and the sun goes into your expansive ninth house of travel and adventure and culture and philosophy. So we'll see what your tarot has to say. You have the Ace of Earth, the inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. And that came out with this Yes card. So that's really positive energy. So maybe a new business, a new opportunity for self-employment or a side hustle that you can do from home. Something new with the Ace of Earth. So say yes to whatever this opportunity is, because it's got the promise of a lot of abundance here, Virgos. And then you have strength, number 11, Archangel Ariel. Great inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness and compassion are important. And that's come out with align your life. You're strong enough to make the changes that you need to make here. Going through a testing time, a time of initiation, as that card before told you. And then you have the High Priestess, number 2, Archangel Haniel. Listen to your intuition, have patience, consider carefully what you want before acting. And the High Priestess is Pisces energy, ruled by the Moon and Neptune, planet of dreams and illusions. So it's all about separating the truth from the illusions here, Virgo. And again, I feel some important information is going to come to light for you here with the new moon. And then you have the 10 of Air, or the 10 of Swords, the end of a difficult situation. Embrace the change and expect things to get better now. Maybe recovering from an addiction. So this difficult cycle is coming to an end. And as I said before, you'll probably feel this heavy energy lift when the sun goes into your 9th house with the start of Taurus season on the 19th. And then you have the 9 of Water, or the 9 of Cups, the wish fulfillment card. Your wish comes true, concerns fade away, and a love of life. Well, that's fantastic energy as well. So I feel once you start to make these changes and adjustments, and what they are will be different for all of you, being a general reading. It could be in regards to any area of your life, your close relationships, your work, your business, your career, your family. But I feel once you start to make these changes, the universe is going to support you here. And then you have the King of Water, or the King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer or Scorpio energy, and they're trustworthy, compassionate, respected and cultured. Open your heart and mind to those around you. trustworthy and heartfelt advice, possibly charity work. And the King of Water in the outcome position is great energy, because it means that you're going to reach a new level of emotional happiness and fulfillment in your life, especially with the wish fulfillment card there, the Nine of Cups. Could be new love for some of you, of course, too, with the King of Water. And more happiness and peace and harmony and balance coming back into all your relationships here. Great energy. So I'm going to finish off your reading with a Heart and Soul card here. Message for Virgos for April. Message for Virgos, April. And you have this one. Reminds me of the Ace of Wands. That you are dearly loved is an eternal truth, for in the grand cosmic scheme of things, only love is real and only love will remain forever within our hearts. Love does not judge you, it's just unconditionally, and it is the true wisdom of consciousness. Seek shelter in love and you shall hear the song of spirit and be guided by its sacred sound. Well, the King of Cups in a reading can represent unconditional love. So someone thinks very highly of you here and loves you very much, Virgo. Maybe more than you realised. So that could be the truth that comes to light as well, which is lovely. And then you have this one. Help is on its way. The raging sea will soon abate, and a great light will heal your heart. This is a time of deep, profound and positive transformation. But courage, strength and patience are required. And you did get the Strength card. You are supported by a sea of love. And I did get that you are going to be supported in these important changes and adjustments that you're making in your life. So I hope you receive some guidance from your April angel and spirit guide messages, Virgo. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and tell all your friends. And I hope you have a great month. Bye for now.